Today, I sincerely thank all of you for giving me the opportunity to share our fight against the Japanese communists.
また開会のメッセージとしてユニオン広報部長推進委員長より非常に深いメッセージいただきました。ありがとうございました。
I would like to also thank Dr. Yoon Young-ho for his presentation.
戦いについてこうして報告する機会を与えていただいたことを心より
Thank you very much for all of the speakers today. Since the assassination of Prime Minister Shinzo Abe, I'd like to mention the media reports on Japan. Since the assassination for 5 months from July to November, key Japanese newspapers released 4,238 reports, with mostly negative reports on Family Federation, as well as their advocacy groups.
100%が家庭連合及び友好団体に関するネガティブな報道でした。テレビやネット、SNS も含めると、その数は
Including TV programs, the internet, and social media, that number more than doubles, showing a situation that reminds us of a witch hunt.
この報道の背景には特定の左翼系弁護士や
There are specific left-wing journalists behind such phenomenon, and this unjust attack is a serious violation against followers and related members of the Family Federation.
この報道をリードする主体勢力とも言えるのが日本共産党です。
And the key force behind this is the Japanese Communist Party. Japan is currently experiencing radical instigations and provocations by communists who are taking advantage of the July 8 assassination of former Prime Minister Shinzo Abe. On October 26, Communist Party Chairman Kazuo Shii called the scheme the final war against the Family Federation and the International Federation for Victory Over Communism, and tweeted, "This time we will see to the end. I will do my best." The International Federation for Victory Over Communism, or VOC, was founded on April 1, 1968 by Reverend Son Myung-moon's initiative. At that time, Asian nations were under attack by international communism and were in unprecedented danger. Within Japan, too, the number of local governments led by the left increased. The Youth Communist League movements, in response to international communism, developed fiercely, and conflicts broke out everywhere, including at the University of Tokyo. This was just before the Communist Revolution. VOC is not anti-communism, it is victory over communism. To win over communism is to overcome with ideas and practices and to realize a society that pursues such values, that is, a society of freedom and equality in which all mankind is united by the heart of brothers and sisters with God as their parent. The only political organization with an ideology system that criticized communist ideas and offered alternatives was VOC. The fight against the Japanese Communist Party began with an open ideological war. Particularly critical battle was the election of the vice governor of Kyoto Prefecture in April 1978. Kyoto Prefecture has been a Communist Party-dominated municipality and a stronghold of the Japanese Revolution for 28 years. Since it was an election to establish a new successor, the youth of VOC rallied to turn the tide of the revolution. The Communist Party fought through the distribution of their official leaflet, Akahata, or red flag, and the VOC fought through the distribution of their leaflet Ideology newspaper, and the election battle developed into a battle between the VOC and the Communist Party. As a result, the VOC won this battle. Referring to the defeat in the election for vice governor of Kyoto 44 years ago, Chairman Kazushi recalled the battles until now and has said that this time he will see to the end. The Communist Party has since been advocating for the Liberal Democrats to sever ties with the VOC, but it has not happened yet.
国会の場を通じて訴えてきましたが、これまでは実現しませんでした。共産党と他の左翼勢力が政治的な路線で対立することはよくあることです。
It is common for the Communist Party and other leftist forces to clash on the political front, but in the fight against the VOC, they move in complete unity. Behind this was the need to prevent the VOC's active movement to enact the anti-espionage law. A former KGB major fled to the United States and testified before the House Intelligence Special Committee in 1982 about his past work, specifically referring to Japan as a spy paradise with no anti-espionage laws and revealing the real names of his Japanese collaborators.
実名を挙げたのです。スパイ防止法制定の機運が高まる中、深刻な危機感を持ったのは
As the anti-espionage law was about to be enacted, it was the Communist Party, the Socialist Party, left-wing cultural figures, journalists, and others who felt a serious threat. They have banded together and continued their campaign against the VOC until now. The leftist forces, led mainly by the Communist Party and the Socialist Party, changed their tactics and shifted the focus of their attacks to Family Federation for World Peace and Unification, a close ally to VOC, by attacking its members' economic activities and methods of evangelism as false and fraudulent. The term law against spiritual sales arose for this reason, and the Communist Party and the Socialist Party began to use it at the same time. Their purpose was to repeal the anti-espionage law. Leftist forces have sought to brand the Family Federation as the absolute evil. To do this, it is necessary to create victims. That is why they have formed a legal group and continue to pursue civil lawsuits. This organization is the National Network of Lawyers Against Spiritual Sales, or the Network of Lawyers. Most of the plaintiffs are ex-members who have left or have been forced to leave Family Federation through kidnapping and forced confinement by the so-called experts and relatives who support leaving Family Federation in the name of the so-called protection and persuasion. Of course, it goes without saying that a stern and sufficient response is needed to those whose state being harmed. Based on the fact that the suspect in the assassination of former Prime Minister Abe stated that he had a grudge against a particular religious group and taken advantage of the Japanese people's curiosity of who this particular religious group is, the attack was launched against the Family Federation and its related organizations as if everything had been planned by them. It was as if the eruption of a huge volcano and lava flows was burning everything in its way. The communists also took advantage of this momentum and deliberately changed the channel composition so that even the video materials prepared by the Family Federation for rebuttal were not shown to the public, as well as distorting truth so that only the victims' testimonies prepared by them were correct, and the press conference held by the Family Federation was false. There has never been this level of biased reporting in the past. The basis of the communist operative is to make good appear evil. Japan's cabinet approval rating plummeted for the 5th month in a row, and the embattled Liberal Democratic Party made it sure that it was severing ties with the Family Federation and has intensified its pressure and interference on Family Federation in order to restore its approval ratings. This is an egregious violation of religious freedom. The Communist Party's plan is finally being fulfilled. On November 22, the Ministry of Education, Culture, Sports, Science, and Technology exercised its right to question for the dissolution of the corporation under the Religious Corporations Act. And on December 10, Congress enacted the law on the prevention of unfair solicitation of donations by corporations. And in the media, it was referred to as the Victim Relief Act. Among the members of Japanese parliament, there is a courageous member who have spoken out against the new law created in the wake of former Prime Minister Shinzo Abe's assassination. Assassinators should not be made successful, he argues. Japan is now trying to abandon even the most fundamental principles of democracy. Karl Marx declared that the Communist Party openly declared that their ends can be attained only by the forcible overthrow of all existing social conditions. There is a steady stream of attacks in the media and in the parliament that can be described as violent, and it is expanding into other religious groups. Their revolutionary scheme is unfolding. Finally, I pledge that the International Federation for Victory Over Communism will put its life on the line to fight until the end to stop this scheme and to defend Japan's democracy. Thank you very much.